I must ask you a question. Are you ready to taste the pain? This episode, we're going to taste 3 peppers. This first guy here is a Jimmy Nardello. It's about 8 inches long, ripened up fairly quickly. It's supposed to be really good for grilling and pan frying. We also have Piri Piri, tiny little pepper here, and Varigated Jigsaw. So this is a ornamental pepper I got from Baker's Creek. Really pretty plant. Interested to see what the peppers taste like. We're going to start with the Jimmy Nardello and then work our way up. So I've cut it open, dropping some seeds. It smells just like a bell pepper, like a good red sweet bell pepper. Some seeds in here that don't look awesome, but the real question is, how does it taste, right? So let's go. Wow, that's really good. Very sweet, like very, very sweet. Almost candy-like. Wow. Tiny bit of like a citrusy tartness at the end, but really just, that's delicious. Like, I'm almost surprised how sweet that is. Easily as sweet as a good red, like a red delicious apple. Great crunch to it. I'm going to save the other half. I got the smoker going. I'm going to go throw that out there and see how it tastes on the smoker. But man, again, no heat. It's a sweet pepper, Jimmy Nardello. That might be the sweetest pepper I've tasted so far this year. Unbelievably good. Wow. I am gonna save seeds from this half. They look pretty good. Other half has some black spots on them, so not so much. I'll scrape those out before I put it on the smoker. But Jimmy Nardello, if you want a good, insanely sweet pepper, I can't wait to grill some of these. Highly recommended. They're Italian. You can get seeds in a lot of places online. I got mine from Baker's Creek. I'm going to save these out. They grew between my Italian long sweets and my orange bells, so I'm not too worried about anything messing up the second generation here if I grow these seeds out. So, Jimmy Nardello, eat them. Time to try the hot peppers. So, Piri Piri, this is I think of them like a little bit hotter than a cayenne typically. I love Nando's Piri Piri hot sauce, for example. If you've never had it, find it. The extra hot, so good. So it's Piri Piri peppers, it's lemon juice, some garlic. There might not be a whole lot more to it, but man, that is one of the best flavored hot sauces I think that you can find. It's so good on chicken. So let's cut this sucker open, take a quick look inside, and then we're gonna eat them. All right. No, I'm not sure how much you can see there, but all the seeds fell out on the other side. It's pretty much fully packed with membrane. Like, there is no cavity in this pepper, so hope it tastes good. Right up front, heat, a little bit of flavor. Very much has that cayenne kind of. The sweetness reminds me a little bit of like I don't know how to explain it. It's subtle, almost like a ripe red jalapeno. Heat's building a little bit at the back of the throat. Not overpowering by any means. Very, very similar to cayenne level heat. I mean, I hope I get a lot off of these plants. They were a little slow, a little behind the rest of the garden, because that right there would make a delicious flavored sauce with nothing else added to it. Good overall mouth burn. Like I said, mostly at the back of the throat and now kind of creeping up on the top of the tongue. but easily approachable, not like blow your socks off kind of hot, and a good flavor. You know, it doesn't taste earthy or grassy. It's mostly just that fresh, fruity, kind of sweet red pepper taste. It's hard to judge it right after that Jimmy Nardello because that thing was just so darn sweet. But good heat will be really, really good in sauce. I think they would also actually be really good to cook with, like in stir fry. So I might try that a few times here. Maybe throw them in a curry as well. But Piri Piri, delicious pepper. Grow them. They've got a pretty cool growth habit. They get a little bushy, and then they just start to drop flowers and pods really fast. Not drop, add. Should get a good harvest off of a few plants. They can get really big as well. Like if you get them started early enough, they can actually grow 3-4 feet tall, really like a bush. And then you'll have more Piri Piri than you know what to do with if you can get them before the birds do. So good stuff. We have one more pepper to try, and that is, of course, the jigsaw. Ornamental jigsaw, not the fatale or the jigsaw gator. Let's do this. Last but not least, I verified it's recording this time. We're going to try a pod off of the Varigated Jigsaw ornamental pepper. Again, these came from Baker Creek. Really pretty kind of purple and teal and white variegation on the leaves. Really, really cool looking plants. Check out some of my earlier garden updates if you want to see how they looked. I don't have these plants going anymore. I took a harvest and I pulled them out of the tent just because I need the room for some cool projects I have going. Try and get interesting seeds to offer y'all for the 2021 grow season. Stay tuned for more there. But inside of this pepper doesn't look like much. Decent little bit of membrane in there, maybe dozen and a half seeds. I don't want to eat those seeds. I want to taste the pepper, so I'm going to pop some of those out, leave the membrane intact. Actually, quite a bit of seeds packed in there. I'll have to see if these are viable, and I'll send some out if you're interested in growing them. Hit me up in the comments or on Discord, Pepper Lovers Community. If you're not a part of the Pepper Lovers Community, you should join it, either Reddit, Facebook, MeWe, or my personal preference is Discord. I like to go and chat with fellow pepperheads. But this is a variegated jigsaw. Doesn't taste good. Very bitter. Yeah. There's a reason these are ornamentals. Almost no heat. There's a little bit building. I would say probably like a decent jalapeno burn. God, that's bitter. I can't say I would recommend using these for cooking or eating. Pull a seed out because that seed is even more bitter than the pepper. So, variegated jigsaw from Baker's Creek. One of the prettiest plants I grew so far. One of the worst tasting peppers I've had so far. Ugh, don't do it. So that's it. Another episode of Taste the Pain. Jimmy Nardello, highly recommended. One of the sweetest peppers I've ever had. Piri Piri, delicious. It's a great pepper to grow. They're usually pretty prolific. Birds will go after them, so keep an eye on them. Variegated jigsaw, maybe keep those in the front yard. A little border plant, make everything look pretty. Not really good for eating. So, got more episodes coming real soon. Garden update should have just posted before this. I can't get over how bitter that is. Like, my whole mouth is still just gross flavored. My name is Boss with Boss Grows. If you like this video, you want to see me eat the rest of my garden as it gets ripe this year, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, like the video, tell your friends, right? If we get to 100 subscribers, I'm sending out hot sauce in the contest, so hit that subscribe button, get us to 100, get some free hot sauce. Peace.